Or no?
No, you just want us to come back.
Let me give you a cause number, guys. And
I remember this case, Judge.
yeah, I'm at a loss of everything.
Okay, pause for a second. Did you catch that? The judge just pointed out this defendant is on 2 separate felony probations, both for drunk driving, and still managed to get caught driving again. This is not just bad luck. This is a legal nightmare. Each violation stacks up, and the judge's patience, you can already hear it thinning.
You know, you're on 2 different felony probations, both of those for driving while intoxicated. Both of those are felonies. So it's not only do you pick up 1 DWI third, but you pick up a second DWI third. Get on probation for both of those. And now you've picked up here, driving on a suspended license. We ordered you, number 1, not to drive, and number 2, not to consume alcohol. That's all I've ordered you to do. Just don't consume alcohol and don't drive. Has anything happened upstairs?
Well, Your Honor, to be fair, I think the integrity of the machines are in question. 11-7. So when he picked up the first one on 10/29, you told him to test Monday and Thursday.
You picked up what? The machine?
No, when he when you thought it was a tamper on 10/29, he started testing Monday and Thursday, which in this case helps us. So on Thursday, 11/7, he was here in court where he tested. He tested at 12 o'clock. At 11 a.m., they got a tamper and a sign of alcohol. However, he tested clean with the test you told him to take that day. So which tells me that that machine's integrity is not correct. So if the integrity of, and he's maintained that he has not been drinking either time. Every time we leave the court, I promise he's not drinking. So if that machine is saying tampering alcohol and he goes and tests on 11/7 at 12 p.m., an hour after the tampering in alcohol, then he may be telling the truth. And I understand what we're dealing with, but he has tampering, sign of alcohol, and then it dissipates and there's nothing there. So
I'm on the same page as you as far as I never want to punish someone who's never done or who has not done anything wrong. That's not, we don't do that. We're the exact opposite. I mean, I scrutinize every single thing that Michael does, every case, every probable cause, I don't think I scrutinize the hell out of it. But at the same time, I also do that with people that are in front of us as well as people with charges, right?
And Your Honor, and to say off the record, I know that you do that. I know that you are a judge that will be very fair in these situations. So I'm just saying that. So
he takes a urine sample. It looks like on 11. What day was it?
11/7.
11/7.
I think the sample was taken around noon. He did 2 that day, 1 upstairs and 1 downstairs. So 11 and 1 o'clock, he had to do 2 different samples. 11, I think 07, they say he tampers and a sign of alcohol occurs. So he was here in court, but still have 2 urine analysis around the same time as that he.
Alicia,
Yes,
do you
Judge?
have a test for 11/7? Because I don't have it.
Yeah, so it's probably not in those records because right now it's just presumptive. It was presumptive, but it's negative. So nothing came back. I have it on my end here. It should be.
What time was the positive for alcohol on 11/7?
For the scram report? Let me see.
I thought it was like 11 a.m.
Sorry, normally I don't look over those reports because I don't know how to use them, but I will try to figure it out.
And Judge, I might have an unupdated report. The only BVR I have here is for a scram violation from October 30th.
Yes.
Was there another violation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a violation technically pending on our end because he was coming in that day, so I addressed the violation. And so they were waiting to file it to see if judge wanted that to be filed because he was going to address it at court. And that's what we're discussing from 11-7. So that violation is pending a DVR because judge is taking action on it already.
Do we have a,
I could have sworn you said that there's another presumptive alcohol
On 11-7.
on 11-7.
No, there's a presumptive negative for the POC test that he took, our rapid test.
No, yeah, right.
On
I know that
11-7,
one.
it was a alcohol detected, but.
What time was that?
confirmed. I'm trying to read the report.
Because
but I
that's,
don't know how to read
see,
the
we've got a
So I
presumptive.
got it right here from Brittany Gordon. The defendant order was obtain a scram device. The defendant's scram device has confirmed one tamper event. The tamper event occurred at 11-7 at 12:42 p.m. Now he was taking the test at 12:30
Hold
p.m.
on. Saying it was 11-7.
At 12:42 p.m. Got this email on November 11th. It went to everybody in the court. And alcohol was detected during the tamper. However, alcohol cannot be confirmed as consumption because of the nature of the tamper.
It began at 2:25 p.m. and returned to baseline at 8:04 p.m.
We also took another test with you guys on 11-7.
Yes, that was at 12:47, I believe. Let me double check.
What? So at 12:42, he tests positive for alcohol, and then at 12:47, he tests negative for alcohol. Am I right?
It was, sorry, let's see. It was Tuesday, October. I'm sorry, Judge, respectfully, I have no idea how to read scan results and everything that's in my email, but I can check on the drug test for you.
Well, so the 11-7, we have the email on November 11th, okay? Then if you go to the email she just sent me, it tells you when the lab test was submitted. Hold on. You just sent me this email. And this email from Average Size Individual Screening Report on 11-7, it says that it was one of the collection times was at 12:08 p.m. on 11-7, 12:24. He did negative. So that means while he was in court, he would have to drink. But then he took another test after that.
Now, here's where things get messy. The defense is questioning the integrity of the alcohol monitoring machine, basically saying, hey, the test results might be wrong. This is a classic courtroom clash, technology versus testimony. If that machine's accuracy is in doubt, the entire case could wobble. What do you think? Should a possibly faulty device decide someone's freedom?
I don't know what the other test is at. What I'm saying, Judge, I'm gonna say this whole, if we were in trial right now, the whole integrity of these machines would be in question right now, because in the previous test, because the same exact message that we got on 11-7 was the same exact message that we got on 10-29. Scram tamper, alcohol cannot be confirmed, same thing. So what I'm saying at this point, he has maintained to me, and I know he's messed up numerous times. He's maintained to me that he has not touched alcohol since his last situation. He did drive. He's wrong for that. But these new testing procedures that he's got,
What do you mean he did
that's
right?
why we're in here, because he was driving.
So due to the charge, though.
Yeah, he did drive.
I hope to God that you're not driving this drunk.
No. I'm talking about due to discharge. While we're back in your court.
Okay.
Judge, I don't have any of those emails. I think the best thing at this point is we can set this off for a bond hearing, and I can bring Ronald Grant here to clarify all of this with all of us, because none of us are experts. We don't know how to read the report. I know what defense is saying, but I can't even tell you the veracity of anything that's happening because I don't even have these emails.
Yeah, so
I can subpoena Ronald Grant. We can do this next week. I can get it done.
let's not disrupt other people's lives. It's
Sure.
not necessary.
Sure.
He is saying that we have a test, and I mean, what Mr. Evans is, test 11/7, the scram at 12:42, there's a positive, but then 7 minutes later, there's a negative when he goes up there to test. The machine's obviously messed up if that's true.
Is that what you're saying, Felicia?
And then I've also realized on the screen report, I asked them, because again, myself, I cannot acquire this, I have to have it provided from our case managers and the provider of the device. But the screen report, the only one that I'm seeing attached to the email is for the DVR that was filed for the 29th, but I'm not seeing the one from 11/7.
So we don't have a scram report from 11/7.
We have an
It's
email.
not attached in the email, but we do have the rapid test when he was on site.
The rapid's negative.
Yes, and then we were informed, like I informed you yesterday, of the pending BVR violation for the 11/7
Hold
at that time.
on. So, Judge, we don't even have the scram report. We don't know what the presumed blood alcohol content was. It's very possible that if he had a very low blood alcohol content or breath alcohol content, that the scram detected that he could have come to court, taken a test and gotten a presumptive negative because it's already been eliminated from his system. That's why I'm saying I believe we need to get that scram report from 11/7, get what the tamper is, have Ronald come up here and tell you what's possible or what's not possible, because he's the expert, and I get what defense is saying, but he doesn't know either.
But
I don't
let
think-
me respond to that. What we do have is a test that happened at 12:07.
Right.
And I can show you that one. So even if we don't have the one that she spoke of at 12:47 that she referred to, we have a test right here, which will make us have to believe that while in court, he drank some alcohol if these machines are deemed to be valid. And we were about to reprimand him for the 11/7 situation, but now it's time to.
Reprimanding or remanding, or he's suggesting that we just do it at a later time to get everything all together.
Okay, well, in the meantime, since these machines,
I'm not gonna take him into custody until I know 100%.
but can we, because he's working, he's come up here. The reason why you put him on Monday, Thursday is because these tamper going down. So we're gonna wait to see if these machines are valid. I'm requesting that we go back to the same bond conditions that we had prior to the tampering. So he does not have to miss work twice a week, coming out here and testing, because all we know, this could be a big mistake.
And I would strongly object to that, Judge, based off what he's on probation for right now.
But the only reason why we're doing the twice testing is because of the tampering. So if the tamperings are invalid, why are we doing something extra when that wasn't what the judge originally wanted?
Well, because there's an allegation right now. We need time to confirm or deny that. But for now, the safety of the community warrants these bond conditions, in my opinion, Judge.
And I strongly disagree.
Mr. Evans, we have a curfew on, right?
I don't think we have a curfew. We just have the scram. You just
He
have
has a
scram.
curfew, Judge.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
okay.
so,
Are you working now?
yes, sir. Working with a hospital I have a project with Epic. So I assist physician and nurses on the software they use called Epic. The software is called Epic.
I don't want anyone to lose a job. I mean, the last thing I want is someone to lose a job, right? But I have to know that you're not drinking. I can tell you. I know that you tell me no, but all I have are consistent problems. Every time we had you on docket for whatever it may be, there was always problems. Every single time you came in here with the DWI, there were issues. Every time you came in here with the suspended license. And I'm telling you the history that we have,
Understand.
you know?
Understand.
So that's why it's hard to believe all these coincidences when the nature of my relationship with him was every time we had a case, there was at least 3 BVRs, every single.
And I was I was completely on your side. I thought he was telling me not the truth. But once I saw that he was in court that day.
Let's do this. Let's set it for next week Let's
Okay.
get every record, subpoena the person, right?
Can we do next Friday, Judge? Is that possible? I'll be in trial next week till about Wednesday. Can we do next Friday? Okay,
Or not Friday, Thursday? Or, okay,
Friday's okay. Yes, Judge.
yeah, and do you want me to waive the appearance?
I just want you to waive the test.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, that's all I want.
He's got to be here for the next PVR here.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I just want him to be able to work. So thank you so much.
I'm tired of having to deal with one problem or the other. I would suggest that you go get a new machine so that we know that there are no more issues. Go down there, tell them, hey man, give me a new machine. So that we know if there are any issues, that way you can make sure that you get a new one. Felicia, can we send him for a new one now?
Yes.
Just to make sure that, Okay, so you guys pick it, we'll do it. And then we'll do it. We'll take them off
Thank
that.
you. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we'll stop for now. Yeah.
So you send me the test upstairs, right?
Okay, Connor. Okay.
Salazar, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Salazar. How are you?
No good. How about yourself?
Friday Eve. So,
Like everything worked, worked the felony out, Judge. He pled guilty to the felon. I believe they reduced it to a lesser included. Reduced it to a misdemeanor.
oh, they did.
Yeah, and,
Okay, so it's not a felony. Good.
but they're deported. They've already, got the deportation orders in on it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. These are things that you got to think about, man. When you're not in this country with permission, you have to think about these things, because when you start acting like a fool out there, they can put you in immigration custody, and then you're stuck like Chuck and then they'll end up, sending you back. What's going to happen now? Is it from Mexico? Where is it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So do you have family there? At least when you get there, that,
Yes, I do.
okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you is that if you want to come back here, do it the right way. You gotta ask for permission first. Don't just come here. Because if you get caught with the feds, you could be looking at serious time in federal custody, years and years. Don't just come. Do things the right way. And when you do that way in life, good things happen, So what are we doing here?
We're pleading true to the, MRP violation, Judge.
In essence, I mean, there's nothing we can really do anyways, because you got the ice hold, so it's,
We had 40 days before they come pick him up.
all right. Did you agreed to voluntary departure? Is that what happened?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Mr. Salazar, you were placed on probation for assault of is it a family member, right?
That's correct, Judge.
So there is an affirmative finding.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand that you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. So if you ever pick up another one of these cases, you will be looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. A second assault of a family member is a third-degree felony. Do you understand? The other thing you need to understand is that you now have had already a felony reduced to a misdemeanor. The likelihood of them doing that again, it's like lightning striking twice. You understand? Is it true or untrue that you violated your probation?
True.
I will find that it's true. Let's do that on allegation number 15, that he tested positive,
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
not on the
Law violation.
law violation.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to find that is true, Mr. Salazar. I'm going to sentence you to 90 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 78 days that you've done. Like I said, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this. Just be careful, man. you know, if you want to come back, do it the right.
Whoa! The judge just hit him with a third bond violation warning. This is the courtroom's version of 3 strikes and you're out. You can hear the judge giving one last chance before rehab becomes mandatory. But here's the bigger question. How many second chances should the justice system really give? Comment below. Is this mercy or misplaced trust?
Wait, ask for permission first, all right? Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anderson, tell me about Mr. Anderson.
So there is a bond violation.
Come up, Mr. Anderson.
However, we worked out a deal with the state,
What?
and to reduce it to a first and then 12 months probation.
Okay.
We have the plea paperwork in your,
Are we doing that now?
if you'll allow us.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this a foregone conclusion that you're going to go into rehab, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm going to tell you now, this is now makes 3 bond violations. The next time you even go next to alcohol, I'm going to put you in a rehab facility.
Yes, sir.
Understand me. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what it is. You come here kicking and screaming. If I find that you use while you're on this probation, I will amend conditions to put you in a rehab facility. And you could be in there for a very solid year, depending on how well you respond to treatment. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay? It's up to you. If you want to do it, I'm game.
That's his decision.
It's up to him.
Sir.
Okay, done. Do it.
We need to do the.
Are you, I'm sorry, are you ready to go? Okay. Mr. Anderson, you charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 1 year. As part of the conditions, you will do a DWI repeat offender. It must be a repeat offender DWI education class, okay? 1 victim impact panel, a TRAS to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions while you're on this probation. No breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must take the breath test. No drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock, 16 hours of community service. Do you have children, Mr. Anderson? What does he have on now? Does he have on a guardian interlock? What does he
He has a
have?
scram right now.
Okay, I'm going to keep that on for now because I'm suspending his license for a year and I want to make sure that he's not consuming alcohol at all.
So you want him to have the scram and the interlock?
And that's with the franchise, so it'll have to be taken off and then the one to be put on from.
Okay, and I don't want to take this off until he puts the other one on though.
And Judge, just a reminder, this is a drug. I don't know if that changes your
No,
decision.
I have here that he consumed alcohol. So he's still using. I don't care how minute any alcohol that you have, Mr. Anderson. I'm telling you, you consume even a smidgen of alcohol, you will be looking at a motion to revoke that gets filed, and then you will be perhaps and very possibly looking at a rehab facility in the jail. Do you understand? I would like him TRAS'd today. Since he's here today, he gets the TRAS today. And in the TRAS, I wanted to make it known that he has, this is his 3rd bond violation, and that he has a consumption of alcohol 3 days ago, because I want that part of their analysis and how to move forward. So what part of what you are agreeing is that you are agreeing to whatever conditions. What conditions are being done by the TRAS. So I don't know what they're going to assess. They may assess intensive outpatient treatment. They may assess supportive outpatient treatment. They may assess something else. Whatever they assess, you must fulfill those conditions. Do you understand? The other thing that you must understand is that even though they're reducing this to a first, and the reason that they're reducing this to a first is to a first DWI is to bypass the mandatory 5 days in jail. That's why this is happening now. But I want you to understand that for the next 70 years of your life, you have all these charges on your record. So if you get pulled over from now on, even the slightest smell of alcohol, you will be in felony court looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Sir.
So I wouldn't even step near a car if you've had something to consume or if you've had any alcohol whatsoever. Even if you take too much NyQuil, that will cause a loss of the normal use. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the second offense, DWI, being reduced to a first? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. Guilty.
Is it above a 0.15? Is this above a 0.15, Morgan? Do you know?
No, Judge.
Sorry?
No, Judge.
No? All right, I will find you guilty. I will send it to you the agreement. What do you do for a living, sir?
I build valves for oil rigs.
And how much money do you make a month?
About 2 a month, 2,000 a month,
How much do you really make a month?
25,
How much do you really make a month, sir?
2,500.
Order in the court.
I'm not going to assess court costs, but I don't know about assessing the surcharges. That's why I'm asking these questions.
The surcharge shouldn't be assessed on a probation. It's only on a final conviction.
This is a conviction.
It is a conviction, but
It is a conviction.
it's not for DPS. They don't consider it a final conviction because,
It is, though. It absolutely is. We're not doing a deferred.
right, it's a final conviction for the purposes of it being on his record forever, but not for the surcharge.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look at that now.
Okay.
I don't believe that that's the case because I'm going to issue the surcharge on him.
Okay,
Okay? If it's not, I mean, I'll take a look now after it dies down,
okay,
but I don't think that's right. But, and, I mean, you'll be around, right?
yes.
Okay, give me a second. Let me thin out the line and then we'll talk. All right. Take a seat, or I'm going to have you sign all the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
Watch yourself, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, sir.
No tolerance. All right. Good luck.
Sit down.
There's an open container. That's a minimum of 3 days in jail. Did you want me to abandon the open container?
I'm okay with abandoning it, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So what's going on?
Maybe just,
I'll let you finish off, Your Honor. The defendant ended up calling us back later in the afternoon, but that was after.
Are you guys happy?
Yes, sir.
You want to withdraw it?
Yes, sir, I do.
Done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, for sure.
and Judge, before we're done, there's a companion case that's being dismissed as part of it.
Right, and I see that the gun case will be dismissed. Oh, what about the gun, though? Are you guys forfeiting the weapon?
I believe that was part of the agreement, yes.
Okay, the weapon will be forfeited. All right, it'll be
Order in the
coming.
court. It's
Do you
getting
want
too loud.
Do you want him to speak with probation?
Yes, please.
Judge, I just had a question. You want us to just grandma and Susan Christina?
Correct. Yes.
And then they can sign it?
Is it all right if I text one of our clients? You're about to talk.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Judge, see my turn. Is it okay if she stands up here with us?
Sure.
Hey, Judge.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Welcome. Who do we have here?
We have Miguel Gonzalez, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, you were placed on probation for driving while intoxicated. It is now alleged that you have violated that probation, specifically in that I guess we're not gonna go forward on the Berg habit.
Correct. We agreed that we're going forward on the 3 technicals, not the first 2 new law violations.
Okay, I guess to make it easy, we'll just go forward on the failed to perform the community service hours as ordered. Is it true or untrue that you violated your probation?
True, Your Honor.
I will find that as true. I will now revoke your probation, sentence you to 75 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 8 days that you've done. Did I suspend the license?
It wasn't the first time?
Because when they get on probation, normally, unless it's a second, so was this a first?
It was originally filed as a second and pled down to a first.
No, you're saying I didn't?
You did it.
Okay, I have to now. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Mr. Gonzalez, don't drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you get into a car, you're rolling probable cause, man. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck with you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
thanks, guys.
May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks.